3.3 variables on both sides, day one. That's the homework that goes with it. Here are the answers to last night's homework. All right. I want you to turn your paper sideways, the A and C, and just, if I was drawing this, I would just cut it into thirds like that and write across the top. One solution, no solution. Infinite solutions, identity, and I'm going to put also a slash, all real numbers. Write those three things across the top. Now, up until this very moment, every time you have solved an equation, you have ended up with something like this. X equals -5. Y equals 2 2/3. Z equals 18. When you end up with a variable equals a number, that is one solution. One solution. So, copy down this problem. 4 times the quantity x minus 3 equals 2x plus 12. Write that in the one solution column. Now, today's lesson involves equations with variables on both sides, which is slightly new. And it also involves interpreting the answer that you get, which is brand new. So, in all equations, the first thing you do is simplify both sides. On this equation, I need to distribute. So I'm going to have 4x minus 12 equals 2x plus 12. So I've done step one. I've simplified both sides. And then, at step two, if you've got variables on both sides like we do here, you need to move the variables so they are all on the same side. Now, I'm going to show you this particular problem two ways. How do I move this 2x over to this side? I subtract 2x. And look how I'm lining that up right under my like terms. Justin, you writing this down? 4x minus 2x is 2x. Bring down the minus 12 equals, look what happens on this side. 2x minus 2x is 0. So I'm left with 12. Now, I have all my variables on one side. I just finished solving. I had 12 to both sides. So I have 2x equals 24. Divide both sides by 2. X is 12. We have one solution, and that's it, 12. Now, I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to write in this second column, but I don't want you writing in your second column. I want you writing this below the one that we just did. I'm going to go back to line 2. 4x minus 12 equals 2x plus 12. I'm going back to this line right here, where we have simplified both sides. Now, when I did this problem the first time, I decided to move this 2x from the left to the right. Well, what if you decided to move this 4x from the left? I said that backwards the last time. I want to move this over here. Look, subtract 4x from both sides. Let's see what's going to happen. 4x minus 4x is 0. So I'm left with negative 12 equals. 2x minus 4x is negative 2x. Bring down the plus 12. And now you say, well, that's different than what we had. Well, let's see what's going to happen here. We're solving for x, so I need to subtract 12 from both sides. I get negative 24 equals negative 2x. Divide both sides by negative 2. I end up with x is positive 12. I get the same answer. The work looks a little bit different. So it does not matter if you move your variable from the right over to the left or from the left over to the right, as long as you don't
make a mistake with signs. Okay, so ours and still one solution, and the answer is 12. That's the only number in the world that will make that equation true. And that's what a solution is. It makes it true. Now, I want you to write down this problem. 5x minus 6 plus x equals 6 times the quantity x plus 3. Write down that equation in the no solution column. All right. Solving equations. First step is to simplify both sides. I'm going to draw my line down the middle. What do I need to do on the left-hand side to simplify it? Left-hand side. Combine my terms. 5x plus x is 6x. Bring down the minus 6 equals. What is the right side going to look like? Yep, and you'll get what? Correct. And right away, you should be going, wait, that does not make sense. Because if I look at this line right here, this says 6 times the number minus 6 equals 6 times the same number plus 18. Is that physically possible? You cannot multiply a number by 6 and then subtract 6. And then multiply the same number by 6 and add 20 and get the same thing. That doesn't make sense. But let's prove it. If I move this 6x over here, subtract 6x from both sides. On this left side, 6x minus 6x is 0. I'm left with negative 6 equals 6x minus 6x is 0. I end up with negative 6 equals 18. Is that true? No, there is no solution. There is no number in the world that you can put into this equation and it be true. It's not going to work. Okay? There's no solution. All the variables are gone and it is false. No solution. Now, in the infinite solution or identity or all real numbers column, write down this problem. 2x plus 8 equals 2 times the quantity x plus 4. Write that down. 2x plus 8 equals 2 times the quantity x plus 4. Again, solving equations. Simplify both sides. So this is going to be 2x plus 8. And when I use distributive over here, I'm going to have 2x plus 8. Again, this is looking fishy. Let's try 0. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 8 is 8. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 8 is 8. 8 equals 8. Let's try 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 8 is 10. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 8 is 10. Can I plug any number I want in the world and it will be true? Yes. Let's finish solving. Subtract 2x from both sides. Notice we are following the same steps for every problem up here. 2x minus 2x is x. Or I'm sorry, 0. So I have 8 equals 2x minus 2x is 0. I'm left with 8. So all of my variables are gone. But it's true. 8 will always equal 8. You are going to write either identity, all real numbers, because it means every number in the world is a solution to this, or an infinite solution. They're all the same. That means every single number in the world will make that equation true. A solution is a number that makes the equation true. So we either have 1, where we end up with x equals 12, or whatever. We've got none, where there's no variables left and it's false. That's no solution. Or we have the identity or all real numbers. All variables are gone and it is true. So the solving is the same across the board. It's the interpreting of the answer that is different. Do you guys see that? All right. your note packet to this page, the orange note packet.
These are a little more complicated. All right.
Let's draw a line down the middle of this one.
Again, our steps are simplify both sides.
On this left side, I can't do anything. 10 minus 8a equals.
What happens to that left or the right side?
Yep, and I end up with what? 10.
Can you look at that right there and tell me what the answer is going to be? What's it going to be? Infinite or identity?
But if you can't, add 8a to both sides. Let's get all the variables together. This is 0, so I've got 10 equals 10. No variables left. A true statement is the identity, or infinite solution set, or all real numbers. Okay. This one, 6m minus 5 equals 7m minus m is 6m plus 7. Can you look at that right there and tell me what the answer is going to be? There's going to be no solution because it can never be true. Subtract 6m from both sides and you end up with negative 5 equals 7. That is not true. It will never be true. There is no solution. Question. Let me pause.